Hello everyone. I wanted to shoot this beautiful red death adder for you guys today. Um, he just shed and he's looking spectacular. And I wanted to just shoot a video of him under natural light with my DSLR camera, so we can see his beauty. Now this is Acanthophis antarcticus from Sydney. This is the male, which is slightly larger than my female because the female started eating voluntarily very late. But they both, in my opinion, are amazing looking animals. I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit because I'm gonna bring the mouse into the picture and I'm expecting a strike. I'm sure that was in frame. So this little guy, as I said, is a death adder. Death adders are in the Acanthophis genus. They live in Australia and Papua New Guinea and Indonesia, and they are elapids, so they're actually closer to cobras and mambas than vipers. However, they have viper-like characteristics. So basically, these guys have elliptical pupils and short, stout bodies, somewhat mobile fangs compared to other elapids, as their fangs are quite fixed. And they're ambush predators, so they do not go around like cobras do, but they wait for their prey like most vipers do. However, when there's a niche for an animal species to survive, they evolve to fill that niche, and an ancestral elapid species basically evolved in a way to fill up the viper niche in Australia, which exists obviously, but was not being utilized by vipers. I probably have one of the best death adder collections in Europe. I do have 3 mainland species. This is the Antarcticus. I also have Hawkeye, and I also have the Dajara desert species. And I also have the smooth-scaled death adder from Papua New Guinea, the Acanthophis laevis. The venom of this genus, I'm not saying species because their venom is quite similar to each other, is purely neurotoxic. So if you get bitten, unless you're allergic, from outside, it will not seem like anything has happened to you, but then slowly your nervous system will start to shut down, and eventually your diaphragm muscle will shut down and you won't be able to breathe. They have postsynaptic neurotoxins, so it's very easily reversible with antivenom. and even with acetylcholinesterases. So, you know, the untreated death rate was 50% with Acanthophis bites, but now with antivenom, you know, it's really unlikely that someone will die from an Acanthophis bite if they get their treatment on time. As I said, this specific animal comes from the Sydney area. There seems to be 2 color types around Sydney for antarcticus. One is red, as you can see, and the other is gray. Red is the dominant color, but in captive collections, red is also the more expensive version, as people seem to like the red better. I think the gray ones are also very beautiful. As you can see, you know, within 6 minutes or so, he actually made a quick job of that mouse. You know, I could have given him something larger, but I'm just keeping his portions smaller and female's portions larger for the female to catch up. One interesting thing that followers of my channel will know is that the strike speed of Acanthophis is the fastest in the world. They can go from strike position to strike position in 0.17 seconds. Now, human reflexes won't be able to beat that, so if you are within the strike range of these beauties, you will get bitten. I experienced that once. I was moving my hands near to one of the cages which had its door open, and one of the death adders that I keep actually managed to bite me. I would say scrape my skin, because she couldn't completely penetrate, and also it was a dry bite. There was no venom used, thank God. But that taught me a lesson, and even if I'm not within the cage boundaries, I'm very careful with Acanthophis, because these guys have a strike reaction that is just unbeatable. So one has to be very, very careful. Alright, it's snowing here, so as you can hear probably, people are already cleaning their driveways, and this guy did a beautiful job in the short period of time that we have been watching him. So I think we can zoom out to see him in his entirety. Acanthophis are, for me, spectacular animals, and I'm glad to have the ones that I currently have, and I try to share them with you guys as much as I can. I hope you liked this episode with the Acanthophis antarcticus from Sydney. We had a nice feeding, and hopefully you will see more of this guy and his potential mate in the following months and years. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe. Always feel free to use that like button and share the videos. let's get this channel heard more so I can actually spend more on these videos and share these beautiful creatures with you guys even more than I'm doing right now. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.